All right, welcome back. A beloved Nashville priest and advocate for the unhoused, Charles Strobel, reaching the end of his life in 2023. His legacy no doubt lives on throughout all of our city. You're probably familiar with his work at Room in the Inn. At the end of his life, Strobel contemplated the message he wanted to leave behind. And this morning, we have a better understanding of that in a brand new book. You see it here, My Journey Home, The Kingdom of the Poor, with the help of his niece, Katie Siegenthaler, and longtime friend here, Rachel, Executive Director of Room in the Inn now. I mean, you think about somebody's life and what they've done for the city of Nashville. What is it like to even have a book like this out now to give people a better understanding of it? We'll start with you, Katie.
I think that one of the things that we can take away as Nashvillians and just as citizens of the world is that his main message is we're all poor and we're all worthy of love. And this little book is filled with his stories of the people who taught him that.
Right.
From his father when he was a small child, and he lost his father when he was only 4.5, to all of the people who he felt really taught him as he served them as guests of Room in the Inn.
Absolutely. And speaking of that, the Room in the Inn, you know, I think about it, and I could just see you even getting emotional talking about it now, because I think so many people want to change the world. And there was a New York Times opinion piece that came out about proof that one man can change the world. Right. And I'm just so curious what you learned working so closely with Charles.
I had the honor of having a front row seat every single day, but I don't think what he did was really that special. He believed all of us have it in ourselves to just love our neighbors and to make Nashville and the world a better place.
Absolutely. And when you think about the conversation of our unhoused population here in Nashville, how do you think Charles would want us to handle that conversation with care and compassion, of course?
Well, he'd want to have more dialogue and less debate.
Yeah.
I think around the issues and the policies that homelessness is not anyone's choice. It's not what we dream of when we're children. But everyone had a hope and dream. And so we've got to look at the systems that help stifle those dreams in the first place.
Absolutely. And Katie, what would you hope people take away from this book here? I know you kind of briefly mentioned it because I think it is profound. We're all poor. We all just want to be loved. But sometimes it's hard to add that and make it very practical in our life.
Well, the other thing, and you're going to see it on Room in the Inn, has some great merch around this book. And the other thing that I think he would tell you if he were sitting here with you, and I think we can all tell one another, is, do you know how good you are? I think that is what he believed of every single one of us. And to hear it come from him, whether you got to meet him in person or whether you're reading his new memoir, The Kingdom of the Poor, I think that's what he would want you to believe about yourself and about everybody you encounter.
I mean, just a powerful statement to leave someone with, you know? So just remarkable. Katie, Heather, it is so great to have you here. This conversation's only 2 minutes, but I think we could talk probably for 20
hours.
even longer for Charles and what he's done for our city. So the book comes out this Tuesday, I believe. There's a special event happening today. I think it's all sold out, though. But it'll be online, right?
Also on this Thursday at Room in the Inn from 2 to 6, everyone is welcome to come take a tour of Room in the Inn and learn more about the book.
Absolutely, and you'll get to see all our friends there as well.
Yes.
So fantastic.
Yes.
Thank you both for being here with us this morning.
Appreciate it.
Very special book available to you on Tuesday.